All the seats have been sold. We're at Brooklyn Hall. I'm Todd Grisham. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Robinson, 5'11" tall with a reach of 72.4 inches. And in this corner, it's Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters. Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the gloves, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico.
Look at
this bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Thank you, Todd. You know what? Outside, it's hot. Inside, it's roasted.
Protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. They score with that left hand. He missed with that jab. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. What a fitting stage for this grudge match. This theater has seen a lot of drama over the years, but perhaps none more compelling than this.
Todd, I've got to give it to the promoter. To pick this place, every ticket, it's like gold dust. You cannot get these tickets. So if you are in this venue, you are watching this fight, trust me, we're lucky to be sat here.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Hit him with a left jab. An uppercut, a big uppercut, and his knees buckled that time. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Who's winning this fight right now? I have no idea.
So important. The referee's going to do his fight right.
He's going to be the first one to get clipped. A counterfighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to double a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every switch.
He misses with that jab. Good one. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. And he misses with that jab. fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Sluggers just want to mow you down. They want to walk straight through as though you do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. I don't know which fighter is winning this bout.
It's too hard to split. Do you listen to your head or your heart?
Who's going to be the first one to get caught? And he just missed with that left jab. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour is a heavyweight, but the middleweight, it's the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history book.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Takes that jab. And he finished the job. How is he still on his feet? How did they survive that? Round still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. This fight could not be any closer, could it? Here we go to the fourth round. Nice punch. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
He just misses with that jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Oh, and he caught him with a stiff jab. Fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
He misses with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. This one could go either way. Every round is so important.
That was super.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? That jab doesn't find a home. And he fails to score with that left hook. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Jab to the body, trying to wear him down. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He threw the hook, didn't land. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. This fight is closer than 2 pages in a book, Johnny.
So important. The referee's got to do his fight right. He's got to judge this right. He's got to do his job right.
So important now in the first minute. Round but don't fall. Go out, Mark, and win this next round.
Who's going to be the first one to get clipped? Nice exchange here from both men. Got out of the way of that right hook. That right hook catching air. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? That one will count. The jab doesn't quite connect. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter. A fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just...
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Who's winning this fight right now? I have no idea.
It's too hard to split. Do you listen to your head or your heart?
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Couldn't land that jab. don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Oh, and there he caught him with a stiff jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He didn't take that jab well at all. Oh, and that left hook hurt him. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You have to give it them back because that's where they're comfortable. Or you play calm, play cool.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. This fight could not be any closer, could it, Johnny?
So important. The referee's got to do his fight right. He's got to judge this right. He's got to do...
He will be buzzed first. These two were made for each other. Here's a scoring blow. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
You've got to be courageous when you're getting in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. A swing and a miss with the right hook. Jab just missed with the left hand. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. This one could go either way. Every round is so important.
That was super tight. I dread being a...
Which fighter's going to get caught first? Got him with a left jab. So much firepower here. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around them. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. And that hook misses. That right hook's already working well. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. He just got caught. He just got caught.
One, two, three, four, five.
It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Well, we're entering desperation mode here for this guy. It's round 10. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Missing with that jab. It's all offense all the time. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Right hand. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Good left hand. And he finished the job. And that may just do it. He is not moving. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're out.
So time to go celebrate after another knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.
I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves.
They call. So here is Saul Can. Showtime, Sean.
This bout is scheduled for 12.
What a pleasure to be. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. That's a scoring left hand. lot of defense here at all. He misses with that jab. Welcome you to this beautiful theater. Shakespeare has nothing on the drama that we've seen between these two fighters. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
For a fighter walking into a theater, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Got out of the way of that right hook. Nice uppercut. The most difficult punch to land clean, and he just did it there. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. I don't know which fighter is winning this bout.
It's too hard to split.
Which fighter's going to get clipped first? Jab. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Sluggers will hit anything and everything. Your head, your ear, your elbow, your rib, your belly button. They are an absolute terror.
How did he absorb that hook? Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. And there's an uppercut, a big uppercut, and his knees buckled that time. This counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Caught him with a stiff jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. This one could go either way. Every round is so important.
So important. The referee's got to do his fight right.
He's going to be the first one to get clipped. Punch. It's all offense all the time. Right punch. Right punch. Oh, and he caught him there with a right hook. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you're getting in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
He threw the hook, didn't land. Just missed. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. This fight is closer than 2 pages in a book, Johnny. He's going to be the first one to get clipped. He blocks the right uppercut. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice hook there. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Caught him there with a right hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. This fight could not be any closer, could it? Which fighter's going to get caught first? And he misses with the left uppercut. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That could be the real difference.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Punctuated with that left hook. Oh, and he caught him with an uppercut. Can they figure out the combination to this sink? They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Back to life now, starting to land some punches. Nice punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Who's winning this fight right now? I have no idea.
That was super tight. I dread being a judge.
Which fighter's going to get clipped first? This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
He just misses with that jab. So much firepower here. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Showing exceptional chins, by the way. Missed him with that uppercut. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Know which fighter is winning this bout.
It's too hard to split. Do you listen to your head or your...
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Exchange here from both men. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Fantastic punch. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. This one could go either. Who's going to be the first one to get buzzed? Prevents that left uppercut from scoring. Oh, what a pump. He's in trouble. He's down and the referee has started the count. Will he make it back to his feet? Not looking good.
3, 4, 5.
He's down and the referee has started the count. What a shot that put him down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
That is going to be one of those what happened next shots. Where did it come from? How did he land? He didn't get knocked down. He got knocked out. I mean, out.
We are live at the CompuBox Academy. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Arturo Thunder Gotti. He stands at 5 foot 8 inches tall, 147 pounds. This man has never... Thunder Arturo. Saul Canelo Alvarez, a 4-division multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time.
This is going to be an intense stare before the fight starts.
All right, those are the numbers. Here we go.
This bout.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
This is what you be talking about.
And there's the bell to start round one. Not a lot of defense here at all. And there he caught him with a stiff jab. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. Counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He just misses with that jab. With a left jab. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Speed generates power. Timing is everything. If you've got speed, you can pop, knock.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. This fight could not be any closer, could it, Johnny?
So important. The referee's got to do his fight right. He's got to judge.
He's going to be the first one to get caught. job by him to block that jab. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He didn't take that jab well at all. And misses with that jab. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. This fight is closer than 2 pages in a book, Johnny. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? And he just missed with that left jab. Caught him with a stiff jab. He threw the hook, didn't land. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. And he fails to score with that left hook. He missed with that jab. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor.
No
Which
complaints
type are we
there
seeing
at
so
all. The
far?
crowd agree. I agree. The ref knew exactly what he was doing. So you know what? Great shout. I look forward to fight number 2.